G'day YouTube, how the heck we doing? It is Foul Play here. We're back for the second match of this Modern League. We just punted pretty hard against our opponent in Grix's, who was playing Grix's Death Shadow. Let's get back on the bandwagon. This one's also running a Shadow deck. Realistically, I should be leading on the other land there. I'm going to probably cost myself an extra 2 points of life by sequencing it this way, because then I can't get planes for free. And opponent with Mountain into Dragon's Rage Channeler. I wonder if this is a Blood Moon deck. That would be an annoying one for us, surely. I assume we're just supposed to put as many cards on our guy as possible. It's one extra point of damage this way. It's slightly bad if we, worse if we hit land next turn, but then we only miss out on 1 point of damage next turn. So this is going to be the Izzet Prowess deck, okay. Yep, there's Sprite Dragon from our opponent. I mean, resolving Daybreak Coronet here pretty much wins the match. If our opponent doesn't have Spell Pierce or doesn't have a third land drop, I think it's appropriate for them to play the way they have been. As it is, we are in a very strong spot with 2 lots of totem armor. Expressive Iteration. Sorry guys, Misha's bubble there. Sorry, I'm trying to record while jamming dinner down my throat in the poor spots, and I also don't want you guys to miss things like action like Misha's bubble coming off of the Expressive Iteration. Alright, so that one's targeted. They're targeting us. I mean, we've got a pretty strong creature. We've got an even stronger card in hand here. As Dragon's Rage Channeler is played. So, unbeknownst to your opponent, we can just Spirit Mantle from hand and attack and take the victory as they're only on 7. Not surprisingly, Sprite Dragon attacking in. I don't know why I'm not blocking that. I guess it doesn't matter either way. Oh, Mutagenic Growth. Yeah, I'm playing around 2 Mutagenic Growths or Mutagenic Growth Gut Shot. That's why I didn't do this. Don't mind me. Yeah, I definitely feel like the pause they had was considering whether or not 2 Mutagenic Growth. Alright, so we'll attack for a well and truly lethal here. And opponent can't block. So on to Sideboarding. Alright, so here's Izzet Prowess, also known as Jeskai Prowess. Most of the time they do run white in this as a one-of land. For the sideboard, cards like Prismatic Ending, Path to Exile. We can see they do run 4 Mutagenic Growths, so that's an appropriate reason not to block our opponent's creature there. Outside of that, interaction that exists is Spell Pierce, and in the main deck, I mean, I guess they have Lava Dart, Lightning Bolt. Maybe they have some dress downs in the sideboard sometimes. This one has Flusterstorm. Yeah, I've checked 5 of them and none of them seem to run dress down, but it could be a potential sideboard card that they have. A reminder as well, guys, if you do enjoy the video, please consider subscribing. So once again, Leyline of Sanctity is going to be pretty strong in this matchup, and also Solitude is going to be pretty good as well, particularly into Mutagenic Growth. I think once more, Floofy Paws, Audacity, they're just our weakest cards, so we'll look to take them out for these ones. Okay, that's a pretty beautiful 7. Let's keep it. And turn 1 Dragon Rage Channeler into Misha's Bubble. This has to target them. We have a Leyline on the board. It's probably indicative of them not having the Stormcaster Drake? No, Sprite Dragon in hand. Well, the mana source off the top isn't the best thing to see. Maybe they have a Blood Moon and we can get the Blood Moon later down the line, but we'll search Temple Garden and we'll likely search Plains off of this one. Well, importantly enough, opponent Wooded Foothills into Mountain, so maybe they're not running white. Maybe it's just Izzet, not Jeskai. Second Dragon's Rage Channeler, that's fine to see. And opponent is attacking in now. Again, not really what we want to see from the top of our library. So we do have an attack here. There is potential for our opponent to have Mutagenic Growth. And to get us that way, Guess we're potentially playing into Spell Pierce there as well. Maybe we should like delay the Daybreak Coronet for several turns. This would require him to have 2 mutagenic growths in hand to get us. Or mutagenic growth lightning bolt themselves. No, that's not going to work. All right, I think we're fine to attack here. 2 mutagenic growth seems unlikely. Cool, so we get through. Good place to be. Oh, Metamorphose from our opponent. So by the time we go to combat, we'll have good information about these guys. Floating blue and red, expressive iteration. You can see Mountain to the Grave off this one. And the second card on top, that's fine. Steam Vents into Exile is played, shocked in, okay. And attacks from our opponent. We can't block here if we want to, so we'll go ahead and take the 6 damage. Alright, so pretty strong read on Spell Pierce right now. I think we just go ahead and attack as is, put our opponent down to 5, and then next turn we can Daybreak Coronet off the Beseiju, playing around the Spell Pierce. And we'll just throw down our little Bogle. Another expressive iteration from our opponent. Steam Vents to the Grave. Sprite Dragon to the Grave as well. It's possible they're going for like something like Engineered Explosives. I see it's probably less likely though, because they do have a lot of 1-mana creatures in their deck. They wouldn't want to destroy their own creatures in most cases. And we can see Lava Dart into Exile there. They can damage their own creatures with this, but it doesn't really do anything. It gives them a Surveil, which might be useful. Our opponent does need at least 1 blocker back with what we're representing on board. And as we said before, it's possible that they're trying to hold up Spell Pierce here. So following the expressive iteration mana is pretty tight. So they are actually casting Lava Dart. They're targeting themselves, not their creature. It seems a bit weird. And we see Lightning Bolt and Unholy Heat, Surveil to the Graveyard, Flashback, Lava Dart on the mountain, targeting themselves again. Mish's Bobble to the bin. And Scalding Tarn also to the bin. So opponent just concedes the match there, and you know, nice little victory for us. Definitely Leyline of Sanctity gave so many legs in that match there. Just allowed us to take the win very, very easily. So thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you then.